Imagine waking up to money hitting your bank account without lifting a finger. Sales overnight. That is passive income. And it's what most people want around the world, yet they just dream about it. They don't know how to actually get it. And the question is it possible, or is it just a pipe dream sold by online gurus? Well, stick around because in this video, I'm going to break down the truth behind passive income, whether it's actually real or not. There's many misconceptions about passive income, what it is and what it's not. And if you stick around until the end of this video, then I'm going to give you a free course that I made recently where I'm going to show you exactly how you can start making real passive income right now. Let's start with what passive income really means. Passive income is income that you earn without consistently or constantly trading your time for money. But here's the reality. There's no such thing as completely passive income because you have to put a lot of effort up front to set up any passive income stream. So is it really passive? Whether you're building an online business, investing in stocks, or any other passive income stream, you have to put that initial effort in upfront. And that's what sets you up for potentially massive future earnings. Take my own Amazon FBA business, for example. At the very beginning, when I started, I had to put in the work months and months upfront, sourcing products, managing logistics, really building out the brand, figuring out which product I was going to sell. And I had no guarantee that it was going to succeed. But after enough time passed, and once the product actually got into Amazon, then it started selling very successfully. And so at that point, I started to make quote unquote passive income. And what happened was that I started to consistently wake up with sales in my sleep. If you ask any Amazon seller out there, they make sales in their sleep. Because the beautiful part about Amazon is that it is a 24/7 store that is never closed. So somebody can come onto your Amazon listing and buy your Amazon product at 3 a.m. when you're sound asleep, and you can wake up to sales. That is a daily reality for a successful seller. So what I did was I built the system first, and then I let it work for me. Because once my product was up, then at that point, it was only 5 to 10 hours a week of managing the product, optimizing the advertising, and making sure that the reviews were coming in and sales kept consistently growing. And that's pretty much the reality for any Amazon seller, whether they're making $10,000 a month, or whether they're making $100,000 or $500,000 a month. Really, it's not that much extra work. All the work that you put in to set up passive income streams is mostly upfront. And it's not just for Amazon, it's also for Shopify, it's also for non-e-commerce income streams. Like, for example, if you're interested in affiliate marketing, if you're interested in digital courses, selling online courses is a huge way to make money. You got to make the initial course. There's no promise that you're going to make money, but once it's out and if it becomes successful, then you're making potentially huge earnings over a period of time, right? And you might have made this course a year or two ago and you're still making sales. That is what's considered passive income, but you still have to put in that effort up front. A lot of people think that passive income is kind of like the 4-hour work week, like that book written by Tim Ferriss. It was actually one of the books that I read when I was first starting in the online business and entrepreneurship space. And I thought it was kind of strange. I thought to myself, how is it possible that there are people out there that literally work less than 4 hours a week, yet make hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, right? And so when I actually was able to achieve those figures for myself, that's when I realized that it is a possibility, but is it really realistic long term? Let alone how boring it is, right? I'm somebody that likes to work. I'm somebody that likes to provide value through my products and services, through my videos, through the content that I make. And so for myself, I just knew that sitting on a beach, sipping cocktails or whatever it was going to get old real quick. I know that might not sound like it's going to get old to you real quick, but for me, that was the case. Not to mention that any passive income stream that I had required maintenance. And that is really the truth about passive income, is that any passive income stream that you build requires you to maintain it. Think of it like you're planting a tree. And when you plant this tree at the beginning, you have to make sure you find the right seeds. You have to make sure you find the right environment for the tree. You have to make sure there's adequate sunlight, right? It's kind of like your baby. And then you water your tree. You got to water it, a very frequent amount of times at the beginning to make sure that it's growing, and you got to watch over it like a hawk, right? And then one day your tree matures and it starts to grow money for you. And then you can start taking the money off of the tree, but you still have to water the tree. If you stop watering the tree, within a few weeks, let's say, it will die, and then you have to restart the whole thing. And it's the same thing for any passive income stream. If you don't maintain it, meaning if you don't show up and put out any fires that can happen in your business, right, whether it's Amazon or course business or affiliate marketing or agency, it will die. But in all cases, the work that you put in to set up a passive income stream is all upfront. And that's the beautiful part. That's how you see all of these people online traveling the world while they're making huge amounts of money. The difference between that and a 9-to-5 job is that they spent that time up front without any guarantee that it was going to pay off setting up their passive income stream. So what they did was they watched YouTube videos, they invested in a paid course, they invested in mentorship, right? They really took it seriously without having any kind of guarantee that they're going to make any penny back. And they took a risk, they trusted themselves, they had faith, and they made it work. And once you make it work, you build that confidence to do it, repeat it, and scale. So the answer to the question, is passive income real? The truth is semi-passive income is real because, you still need to put in that initial effort up front, and then you still need to put in that effort over time to maintain it. However, is it less work than a 9-to-5 job showing up 8 hours a day? Imagine if you choose any passive income stream out there, whether it's e-commerce or affiliate marketing or any online business, and you actually spend 8 hours a day working it. Imagine you're spending the same hours as a 9-to-5 job working on your passive income stream. Do you really think that you're going to get nowhere? I mean, it's a statistical impossibility, right? Obviously, there's never a guarantee, but if you go to the gym and you spend, an hour or two at the gym every day over a long period of time, you are going to build muscle. It's just fact. And it's the same thing with anything in life. So that is the common misconception. People think that passive income is so inherently risky, whereas a 9-to-5 job is not. When the truth is that if you spend the same amount of time that you spend on a 9-to-5 job, or even half that time, you are definitely going to make progress, right? So I'm willing to bet that out of everybody who actually put in 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or even 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, building a passive income stream, that within a year they got nowhere, their percentage is very, very little, unless they had other issues going on. So what are the steps to actually get there? Well, first of all, you want to actually pick the best income stream for you, the best online business. And so for that, I put together a free 10K Freedom course, how to make your first $10,000 online. It's a step-by-step guide with $10,000 in passive income as a goal for you. So you can start making that as fast as possible, from somebody, myself, who has 7 years of online business experience. I've made over $15 million online, and I put together the strategies for you. The link is down below. It's completely free. There's no upsells or anything. I really just wanted to put out pure value for you because that's the biggest problem people struggle with is they don't know where to start. And the key is when you pick one thing to stick with it. Most people in this space, when they try to start an online business, they just constantly jump between business to business, and you're going to get nowhere. You're going to get absolutely nowhere. And I was doing this at the very beginning, and then when I actually read some of these entrepreneurship books, especially Think and Grow Rich and Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, which is one of my favorite entrepreneurship books. It's not a religious book. And it taught me to be single-minded and focused on one business model until it worked. And that's what gave me success, lasting success. I want to quickly cover what passive income isn't, because there's a lot of misconceptions in this space, and I'm somebody who is proud to say that I've never painted an unrealistic picture of passive income. I always said in every single one of my videos that it requires work, time, and effort, and I never painted it as something that you can you can make 6 figures overnight with 0 effort. If someone is telling you that, you should run as far away as possible, because real passive income, like I said, requires real upfront work, and it requires maintenance over time. But if you're willing to put in the effort and build something of value, the long-term rewards are life-changing. The only way that a freedom lifestyle is possible is if you separate your time from your money. So how do you actually start building that passive income? Well, the step-by-step process is, number one, you choose your stream, like I mentioned. So some of the top streams are affiliate marketing, which is super passive. So that's selling existing products at a commission. And there's strategies for that. E-commerce, so Amazon, FBA, Shopify, selling physical products. Monetizing your knowledge, if you already have existing knowledge in a particular niche and building an online course, that's an amazing way to make passive income. It's one that's made me millions of dollars, as well as affiliate marketing and the others. Another one is starting an agency, right? So those are just some of them. There's a few other ones, and I cover all that in the 10K Freedom course, for which the link is down below. That's the first step. The second step is to invest in knowledge. The 10K Freedom course will start you in the right direction. It will start showing you step 1, 2, 3 of what you need to do right now. But at some point, it is worth investing in a paid course because it is the fastest way for you to get a roadmap, a blueprint with no fluff, and exactly what you need to do to achieve success in that chosen income stream. Think of it as like, if you went to a particular trade school for a particular trade, it's not going to teach you nonsense. It's going to teach you everything you need to know to be able to make money in that space. That's what that is. And preferably you want a course with mentorship. And once you got the knowledge, then you have to start taking action. So like I said, the upfront work is necessary, and you really have to believe in yourself. It's a daily mind game, right? You have to make sure that you're tuning into positive thoughts. You have to make sure that you're being your best hype person, and you're telling yourself you can do this, and you're giving yourself reasons why you can and not why you can't. Even when obstacles come up, and they will inevitably come up, that's where course and mentorship really helps out. And then once you succeed, at that point, you can automate and scale. So is passive income real? Absolutely, but just like anything worthwhile, it requires upfront effort. But once you've built that sweet passive income system, it can generate income even while you're sleeping, and it is a reality. It is true. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's been my daily life for the last 7 years, and trust me, it is one of the best feelings in the world, and it is open to any of you watching, no matter if you're from America, Canada, Europe, Asia, Africa, as long as you follow what I'm telling you here. If you're serious about creating passive income and building a business that can potentially give you financial freedom, then check out my free 10K Freedom course. Link is down below. I put together all of my best knowledge there to help you get started right away, and I promise you it will give you a lot of value. If you received some value in this video or a lot of value, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking my video, and stay tuned for the best online business content. I'm always sharing what I'm learning every single week. I'm really passionate about the space and helping people achieve freedom as I navigate it myself. Thank you so much.